nothing's just
I want to talk about MAGA voters who believed that the president made promises like lowering grocery prices on day one. Right now, grocery prices, inflation is up, soybean and cattle farmers are on the verge of bankruptcy. Millions have lost their food stamps and are about to lose their health care, while we're watching $40 billion to bail out Argentina. What is going on?
I don't know. I am so America first. I feel like I live it and breathe it. And that's my district, and that's what people want. They are so tired of their hard-earned tax dollars being sent overseas to foreign wars and foreign aid and foreign causes, while life in America just becomes more and more unaffordable. We want this money invested at home for our infrastructure, for programs, for our people, and most importantly, for my children's generation and their children and their children and generations to come. And I have to say, that's what I've campaigned on the entire time. Everybody's like, Marjorie Taylor Greene has changed. And I'm like, oh, no, nothing has changed about me. I am staying absolutely 100% true to the people that voted for me and true to my district. And I am so angry when I drive around my district to all these beautiful little rural small towns. And there's manufacturing plants that are crumbling from decades of lost industry, small businesses that got shuttered during COVID lockdowns and COVID shutdowns. And you want to know something else, Whoopi? So many veterans that went over and had to fight in some war that really had nothing to do with where they were from or their hometown, and their lives and families' lives have been so affected. So for me, I am unapologetically America first, and I'll do anything I can to work hard to save this country.
Maybe you should become a Democrat, Marjorie.
No, I'm not a Democrat. You want to know something? I'll say this. I think both parties have failed.
Interesting stuff. So welcome into the show, guys. Welcome in, guys. I'm Savage, by the way. Thank you for joining us here on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, X, cross-streaming over to TikTok with limited production. So I appreciate you guys there on TikTok. Again, guys, if you want to be part of the conversation, I highly encourage you guys go over to my main accounts, actually over to YouTube as well as X. And we'll plug you right in, guys. But welcome in, guys. Welcome to the show. So did anybody see the latest with the Marjorie Taylor Greene fiasco on The View? Did anybody pick that up? Those that are, joining us on TikTok, what is your view on Marjorie's approach towards her own party? Is she making us look bad? Is she stating facts? Is she pulling a Candace Owens, right? Where it's all hype and fake receipts, fabricated receipts. I'll say it. I don't care. It's fabricated. If you believe for 1 second, let me go there with Candace, okay? Because if you joined me the other day, this past weekend, guys, Sunday, 2 days ago on the show, I had my good friend Sauce, right? Young man, known Sauce for quite some time. And Sauce even agreed towards the same analogy of how he views Candace, right? And since I'm on this topic, I said the same thing with Sauce. I watched her video on X. I watched and listened to her claim about the text messages. Okay? I seen everything that she's trying to present to us, the listener, vice versa, right? I seen it all. I heard it all. Okay? Something doesn't add up to that. No, folks. I'm not pulling an Alex Jones. I'm not pulling a conspiracy theory from his early years, okay? All right? I don't have the tin cap on, I don't need it because I'm not that type of person. I don't go down rabbit holes. See where I went there? What I mean by what it doesn't add up here, okay, because we were losing time on the show Sunday, so I wanted to make sure I get this in on today's show with the rabbit holes, with the assumptions. And here's where it makes sense, okay? And yes, folks that are on the left, I did my homework. Hopefully you can do yours and you can see what I am trying to say. What doesn't make sense is, let's start with the text message that came out. And I'm going to be brief about this because I want to go back to Marjorie, okay? The text messages that she's showing on her podcast looks like something she whipped up with a software app similar to a Canva or anything in that related caliber. I mean, it's easy. You can go to the templates. You can put something in that looks really, really close to what it would show in an iPhone or an Android. Really close. Guys in the chat, if you kind of like understand what I mean, raise your hand. Hey, Savage is making points. All right? See what I can do there, Candace? I can do the same thing. All right? I can stick the knife hard like you are. Okay? Because not only am I saying it, right? There's others that are saying it. So match my words, okay, what others are saying the same thing. No, I'm not repeating. I'm not regurgitating their words because I'm not that type of person. But I'm agreeing with people like Laura Loomer. I'm agreeing with people like Ben Shapiro. I'm agreeing with all of them because they're making absolute sense towards this. What did she do? Well, I tested it out. I had my team, my digital team, okay, go on to Canva, okay, which I think she used Canva. I'm not precise, but she used a similar piece of software like Canva to fabricate the image, okay? So we went over to Canva, okay, and we searched just a standard, real search. I mean, it didn't take us long, right? Tibbs, what did it take you? Maybe 5-10 minutes to go through the templates there on Canva and then look for a standard iPhone template of what it would look like, if you were to screenshot the actual text message. All right. So Tibbs did the same thing. He's my editor and producer of the show. He did the very same thing. He went over there, searched it, okay, showed the same exact template that she basically used, okay? And then it allows you to put the names, and then it allows you to generate a text message, okay? And to make it more realistic, you're going to love this, guys. There's the AI. There's where the AI comes in. You go to Grok, you go to ChatGPT, and you generate something that would cater into the personal connection between people. The algorithms are so crazy, guys. I mean, it can be easily done. You can put in something with somebody, and then you can put the fillers in to make it look more realistic. Okay? All that, Candace, and then with the little circle next to it, right? C-O, right? That abbreviates for Candace Owens. And then right below it, C-K, which abbreviated for Charlie Kirk. And then vice versa, boom, 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 right? And then obviously you got to put the timestamps in it, right? Which they had the timestamps. I mean, look legit, look real. It had me fooled at first. But then when you look at it here's where it doesn't kind of fit the bill. Okay? On that image she showed on her podcast, anybody, right, that's viewing. If you have an Android, if you have an iPhone, very similar in some ways, right? Android and iPhone, obviously they have different features, right? So the feature's a little off a little bit here and there, depending on the model and this and that, right? So the features are going to be off, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there dates usually within the text messages? Isn't there usually dates, right, that show up? Do me a favor, Tibbs. Text my phone right now and show me. Well, hold on. Text me first and then show me what you're looking at. Yeah. There is exactly Chicken Mom from TikTok. Yeah, your phone has it right there. Not only does it have the timestamp, but it has the date literally right there. It might be off a little bit depending on the model or the phone, the iPhone, Android, but there is the date. Folks, there was no date in that image that she showed. Let's put the tacky Twilight Zone music in. Candace, you got sloppy again. You're trying to make yourself look intelligent, but you're making yourself look really, really stupid. You should have put the date in there to make it look realistic and legit. It's missing. I see where you were going there. You probably had your team spend about almost an hour to make it look realistic, okay? I understand how this software works. We use it on this show not to fabricate bullshit like what you do, but we use it on this show to make something look really nice. Look, see? Tibbs, put the overlay in. Look, see? Doesn't that look nice that are viewing us on video? Savage, the Savage Unfiltered show. Follow us on Rumble, X, and then it has all the little logos. Doesn't that look nice? Wow, that's what you could do that all on Canva. You can make it look legit and make it look very professional. You got sloppy again, Candace. So here's something else too I want to cover. Okay? Before, because I got to get a break in. I know, Tips, you're screaming in my earpiece. I have to get a break in. Yeah, I know that. Let me cover this first, and then we'll do the break. Is that okay? Thank you. I know. The video with the producer, right? The producer of the Charlie Kirk show, right? The one that fired Candace because she wasn't following business protocol of the actual show, the actual whole Turning Point USA. She wasn't following it. That's why she got fired. Same aspect that went with Daily Wire. They let her go for the very same crap. This woman is toxic, man. No wonder there was a fallout between Charlie and Candace. No wonder Charlie felt the way he felt about Candace. She's a fucking lunatic. There's something seriously wrong with her, you know? And thank you to my viewers and listeners that listened to this past Sunday show with me and Sas, right? Everybody got a kick out of the comedy skit that Sas and I did. You know, I just kind of threw that together because that's what she reminds me of. She reminds me of a conservative counterpart of an AOC, right? With the whole bop in the head. I mean, she gets all hysterical. Right? You see AOC doing the same thing when she's at the podium. She's like, this is what we have to do. We have to do this and we have to do that. Right? Candace will you know, she'll bobble head, and then when she's trying to get your attention, she'll basically she'll go into her psychotic Joker rages of facial expressions where she's like, hey. Guys, check on Candace up there. Make sure she's okay. Okay. Make sure that she's got her scripts together. Make sure the prescription is filled. Okay. Because it's getting to the the middle of the first week of November. So we want to make sure that she's doing okay. We really do. I'm concerned for you, Miss Owens. I really am. I hope you're doing okay. But the video that she showed with the producer there and everything else, I mean, she's good. Her team is real good. Real easy to manipulate that. All right? Take the original backing of the studio there at Turning Point USA with the Charlie Kirk show. Take that back. I'll show you how you do it. Want me to show you how you do it? I'll explain it in less than a minute. Yeah, I could do that, Tibbs. Less than a minute. Take the background. Put it on a template. Okay? Then you take the overlays that we have here on the show that are viewing us on video. Take that overlay and paste the overlay into the video. Then you take the entire bar that looks kind of like these, right? Put this up. I know Tibbs is, he's in the other, it's like a two-man thing here that we do here. Appreciate it, Tibbs. So you put this, there it is right there. See, that's my ad for those that are looking at on us on video here. See the ad where it says bucked up, fuel the hunt? That's done through Canva, folks. Okay, I don't have anything to hide. We create all our graphics through Canva. Love Canva. Hat tip to you, Canva. Appreciate the hell out of what you're doing. Okay, then you take that and you engrave and paste that within the video. Then you can also take the video from the producer that speaks from time to time. And then you could take the other personalities, you could put them in there, and then you can basically mute that person, okay? And then go to avenues like 11 Labs, right? 11 Labs has AI voiceover artist, and you can clone the voice to the actual person, okay? So most likely that's what her team did. They cloned the voice to actually sound like the real person. Okay. And then they basically went into the AI generated algorithms and they kind of fixed the lips to make it more realistic. Boom. I just exposed her a minute and a half. I'm sorry, Tibbs. A minute and a half. Basically, that's how it was done. It doesn't match up, folks. Go over to the producer's X account, main X account. We scrolled, didn't we? We spent like 2 hours, didn't we, Tibbs? Last night. We scrolled right after we were done doing some production work. We scrolled all the way down. I mean, we went back to September, October, the last weeks of. I did not see that video that she showed on her podcast. I did not see that. It was taken down, Savage. No, it wasn't taken down. You could tell if it was taken down. It wasn't taken down because it was never put up. He never posted a video of that. It's fake. It's fabricated. It's bullshit. Come on. It is creepy, Chicken Mom. I hear you. I really do. It's creepy stuff. These people are trying to fool you to think it's actually real. It really is. It's crazy, guys. Before we continue here with the show, because I want to talk about wacky Marjorie Taylor Greene on how she is going full scorched earth the other day on The View. Oh, guys, you guys have to check that out, really. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But I got to get a quick break. I know, Tibbs, you're screaming in my ear, buddy. Since we have this on, can I plug them? They're a great company. Guys, Fuel the Hunt with Bucked Up. Bucked Up is not only a great partner here with the show, the Savage Unfiltered show, as well as a great sponsor, but they have amazing products. For my ladies out there that are looking for products for you, they have tremendous products called Babe. That's BABE. Okay. And if you're trying to find that energy drink that has less amount of sugar, check out Bucked Up. They're not known to be that Red Bull or that Monster that just pours the sugar into their drinks. I mean, these products are I mean, what, slim to none. I mean, they should be pushed and plugged because they don't get enough credit. And I like that girl. You know that girl? She's always in those videos, man. She's like, it's the one that I have here on video. Like, right? She's doing the, the muscles. Sexy woman. Ooh, I gotta be. I'm involved with somebody. I gotta be careful, guys. Because this woman I'm dating, she treats me well. I don't want to be a pig, but I gotta show a little of my man side. Guys, check out Bucked Up. Next time you hit the gym, right? Grab yourself some Bucked Up and use this promo code, guys. We're going to throw it out there for you. We're going to give you 15% off just by checking them out. Those that are viewing us on video, scan this QR code, the code SAVAGED1. That's SAVAGED1. Savaged, like my name, and then the number 1. Great stuff, guys. 15% off your entire order, right? It's going to help in times, right? Christmas, Thanksgiving, right around the corner. Yeah. Pick it up for the, a good stocking stuffer. You got a gym junkie or a rat in your family that constantly hits the gym and they're looking for some good products, right? Put it in the stocking. Just saying, just saying. So, yeah. Oof. Marjorie. We do have that song on Spotify through Savaged Army label, which is through DistroKid. Right, we came out with that song. My good friend Kylie O'Brien, appreciate you, Kylie. A damn good artist there in the local area of Atlanta. Came out with a song called Candace. Damn mind. We got to come out. We got to have her write a song about Marjorie. Because she's crazy, right? She's crazy for attention in this world. She's out there, folks. She's nuts. What's next? What is next? So serious thought, guys. Do you believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene is blue pilling? Do you believe that she was ever a conservative or a Republican to begin with? I don't know. I know she is. She's becoming very dangerous with her words, and I see her trying to disrupt and kind of tear the party line away a little bit within the Republican Party. Not good. Not good at all. Dangerous stuff. Dangerous. It's oof. But guys, I want you to see this video here of what I'm talking about because it's gonna blow your mind. She was on The View the other day with Whoopi and Joy Behar and the rest of the clan over there. Check this video out because some of the words are just shocking as a conservative here. Shocking. And I mean, I'm not trying to be cruel or mean or any of that, guys, but, I'm going to call a spade of if I see them. And this one, oof, not good, guys. Check this out.
I think there's a lot of paid social media influencers. And I found it very interesting that they were the MAGA accounts, but they're all paid. And they all attacked me when I announced I was coming to join you ladies on The View. And I think that's very weak and pathetic. But when I talk about weak Republican men, I'm pretty much talking oftentimes about the leadership in the House and the Senate. And they're not getting our agenda done.
Hold on, Marjorie. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Right. Put the brakes on, Marjorie. You're all gas and no brakes. Put the brakes on. There's stop signs and traffic lights every now and then. Look for them. Right? What she's insinuating there in this clip that I showed was she feels that MAGA, she didn't use a percentage. She said all. Did you hear that? If I heard correct, she said all. All MAGA influencers are paid influencers. She said that, literally said that. She said that all MAGA influencers are paid. They're paid. They're paid. She might be right about that. Some of us might be paid to say what we want to say, right? What do you mean by that, Marjorie? Are we paid by our networks? Are we paid? Of course we're paid, some of us, right? When we express stuff, if you're got a verified a check mark on X, right? And you're generating the content and you're going over the requirements. Yeah, Elon and his team are gonna pay you. They're gonna give you a nice little check. It depends if you're maintaining that. What is it? 5 million impressions. If I had it, yeah. So if you're maintaining that 5 million, of course you're gonna get paid. But what do you mean we're paid? Am I paid to do this podcast? Yeah, I'm paid. I get paid through sponsorship and through the networks and stuff. Of course I'm paid, but I'm not paid in what you're talking about. If you're telling me that I'm paid to go sit on a corner and flash my little sign and say, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Well, then I'm going to have to ask you for what we say in the media. Need the receipt. I need the proof. I need the proof, Marjorie. Go in your pocket. Here's the receipt. Let me get it. It's a joke, folks, but you're going to understand what I mean. Get the receipt, Marjorie. I want to see the receipt. Show me the receipt. If you can't show me the receipt, then bullshit. It's bullshit. Good thing I didn't need that receipt there, Tips. But, you know... She's making a lot of harsh claims, and I think she's way over her head. I think she's doing this for center of attention. I truly believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene is on a collapse of losing her base there in northwest Georgia, which makes up the 14th district there, in Rome and other parts of Georgia. All right. You want to hire somebody that will hype up the audience, that will get the party together. Hey, Marjorie's your girl, right? Right. A lot of similarities between her and AOC, right? They get hysterical with their narratives. They go all over the place, right? But you got to pay attention to the Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs being thrown. Some people see them, some people don't. What's an Easter egg? The little hints. Some people call them spoilers. Some people call them leaks. I call them Easter eggs. A lot of Easter eggs. Big media term. For those that are on the left that don't understand that, fact check me. Google even will acknowledge it because I know you guys use Google. So another thing here was, did you see the comment that was made by Joy? Joy now saying to Marjorie, maybe you should be a Republican. Maybe you should be a Republican. Maybe. Why? Because she's agreeing with you, Joy? Because she's bashing her own party. That's why she should become a Republican? I mean, not a Republican, a Democrat. Did I say? I said it twice, didn't I? I'm so excited. Slow it down, right, Savage? Yeah. She said maybe she should become a Democrat. Folks, I think she's already there. I truly believe that. Check this out.
Nothing's just
I want to talk about MAGA voters who believed that the president made promises like lowering grocery prices on day one. Right now, grocery prices, inflation is up, soybean and cattle farmers are on the verge of bankruptcy. Millions have lost their food stamps and are about to lose their health care, while we're watching $40 billion to bail out Argentina. What is going on?
I don't know. I am so America first. I feel like I live it and breathe it. And that's my district, and that's what people want. They are so tired of their hard-earned tax dollars being
Shut up, Marjorie. Take her off. We have that clip of them of Whoopi actually saying that. It was Whoopi. It wasn't Joy. I had it backwards. Yeah. I'll admit from time to time that I mix up things sometimes. I'm so passionate about what I do for a living. But she did say that. Yeah, you're America first, aren't you, MTG? If you're so America first and you stand by your people there in Georgia and you represent your district so hard in Georgia and you represent America so hard, I don't know. Would an American first individual not only attack their base, but would they attack the president and call him all these nasty slurs? That doesn't sound like an American first agenda or America first individual. Sounds like a very hateful person that's jealous. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. I do agree with you saying there, Legacy. She is a mouthpiece. And for those that are joining me on TikTok, like I said in the beginning of the show, guys, TikTok only restricts us to do certain lives on TikTok. So, yeah, you can't see the video content or any of that. That's why I encourage people that are viewing us on TikTok to jump over to X, Rumble, Facebook, or YouTube, and you see all the production, right? People on X and Rumble, they love my production because they see all the inserts. You can't see it on TikTok because TikTok, they shadow ban the hell out of me sometimes. They still do. I just came from a damn suspension from TikTok. I was banned for like 5 days. I'm fighting the battle over there really, really hard. So views on Marjorie. What do you think? Think she's crazy? Here's another video of her, guys. Oh God, we got the videos here. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about MAGA voters who believed that the president made promises like lowering grocery prices on day one. Right now, grocery prices.
Oh no, that's not the right one. Where's the right one? We put the right one in there. We got to put the right one in. Where's the right one? Is this the right one? This has to be the right one.
Here's something you all may not know about me. I think a lot of people on the left are learning that when I ran for Congress in 2020, I ran criticizing Republicans and Democrats equally because I come from a working class family, ran a construction company for over 20 years, and I feel like the government has failed all of us. And it purely disgusts me. It really does. And I represent a district that is rural, manufacturing district, blue-collar workers, and people have been crushed by decades of failure in Washington, D.C. And so I have no problem pointing fingers at everyone. And the worst thing that I just can't get over is we're not working right now. And I put that criticism directly on the Speaker of the House.
Oh, the Speaker of the House. She's upset. She also said that when she first went into office, she equally blamed the two parties. Equally. She always never, just blamed Democrats. She also blamed her party. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You kissed their asses. You kissed their asses when you first went into office there. Am I right or wrong, folks? She's done that multiple of times. She has. Right? Remember the time when they were arguing in the House, right? The Al Green, right? The other Green, right? The guy with the cane, and he was speaking out against Trump's tariffs. And what did Marjorie do? Marjorie was right there on the mantle. And she was speaking out and she was pointing the finger, right? Am I right or wrong, folks? She had that nice mint coat, the white mint coat, and she was yelling and shouting. Come on, Marjorie, don't lie. I mean, there's video proof right there. You weren't always a warrior and a soldier for the right. You spoke out many times against the left. So don't say you don't take a side. You've always taken the Republican side. Why you're going in this aspect is beyond me. Why you're going crazy is beyond me. Maybe it has to do with cabinet picks. Maybe Trump didn't pick you for a certain cabinet. I don't know what goes on in your crazy head. I mean, it could be a high possibility, right? There she is with the MAGA hat, right? She had the MAGA hat and she's holding it up. There it is, right? She's fed up. High possibility. I don't know. Marjorie, the way she went into that whole spiel there on The View, right? I mean, she went full Judas on literally scorched earth, full Judas, however you want to label it. This woman, I mean, out there. I lost all credit and respect for Marjorie. I don't even consider her serious. When you speak out against the same party, the same people that put you into position, to me, that's disrespectful. You're shitting on your supporters. You're shitting on your voters that put you in, and calling them paid influencers. Who does that? That's like Hillary Clinton calling us deplorables back in 2016. You don't do stuff like that, man. Come on. And yeah, she even called her own supporters deplorables. Yeah. Oh my God, man. It's just, oh man. I wish the best for her, but I mean, she's gotta wake up and smell the roses. More of this nonsense here, guys. Check this out.
Here's something you all may not know about me. I think a lot of people
take that one off. We played that one already. Tibbs. Where's the one that we had? Was it this one? Oh boy, you got to put them in alphabetical order next time so we could find.
Well, I wanted to talk about MAGA voters who believed that the president made.
That's not it. I don't know. I don't want to spend 15 minutes. Next time, look for the damn video. Making me look like shit. No, we love you. No, she's she's crazy. She has flipped over to the left. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Right. So another thing she kind of went into with the election in Georgia, because I want to cover that real quick. Okay. She basically said, while MAGA patriots were storming polls in Georgia 14, which is the 14th district, right? Their own views within the congresswoman, right? Torched an undisplay of loyalty. She said that on ABC's The View. And it lit eyes in the conservative community.
Carvana's so easy, just a click, and we've got ourselves a car. See?
So many cars. That's a click-tastic inventory.
And check out the financing options. Payments to fit our budget. I mean, that's
Clickonomics 101.
delivery to our door.
Just a hop, skip, and a click away.
And bought.
No better feeling than when everything just
Clicks.
Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Now, the reason why I'm putting similarities with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Candace Owens is I believe these people have reached the climax within the climax of a level. They reached a degree of insanity of a base of how can I express it? A base of disbelief of attention. Maybe, if you guys have a better analogy or a view of it, please feel free to chime in. But to go out and bash your president of the United States and agree that the Republicans are causing the shutdown due to their own ego is not only disgusting, but it's embarrassing to say that on national television. It's a pissing contest, like literally, to see who has the bigger straw of it. Oh. I got to grab my conservative people back over. Donald Trump is winning too much. I can't take it anymore. Remember him saying that? You're going to win so much, you're going to get sick of it. And I think Marjorie's getting sick of it. Right? And then basically going into this here, okay? Where during The View, okay, it's like mid-roll of it, where Joy Bayard shrugged. She shrugged after that comment and said, that's okay. Trump doesn't love her anymore. He just loves who can keep the algorithms alive within MAGA. Who says this, if you guys still pay attention to The View and you still tune in, are you tuning in because you're curious on what Whoopi or Joy's going to say? Or are you just like diehard ABC, The View fans? Is that why you do that? Is that why you tune in all the time? And then, shortly after Joy says that, the camera points right at Whoopi. And Whoopi's like sarcastically saying, yeah, we're all used to that. Trump yelling at everybody, green-lighting every late-night hack, right? Referring to Stephen Colbert and a few others, just to name a small example, right? We're used to that. We're used to President Trump gaslighting everybody, or what she used, green lighting. Same difference. You don't think they do that on national television on a daily basis, gaslighting the American public? They've been known to do that for years. For years. And then the script goes right into Marjorie Taylor. They know Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to bring the Epstein stuff in. They know damn well, and I think that's why they brought her on the show. Because they know her latest approach towards Epstein. Because she did that whole event for the victims of Epstein and supposed victims, right? That came out, and they had like maybe 2-3 minute little speech and here and there, and they were, basically Marjorie was like the poster girl for the whole entire promotion of the event, right? So they knew Marjorie was going to go into that with the whole demand Epstein files. And then, they did the whole, because this is about women, right? And they played that whole scenario. They did. And then here comes Marjorie, for what she's known for, sucking up. And then you see the hugging, right, exchange between Marjorie and Joy and Whoopi and Sonny, right? And then they're smirking as they do it. And if you really hear it correctly, you can hear Joy and Sonny, especially Sonny, because Sonny has a big mouth of the whole program. Sonny basically mumbling and whispering that they were calling you a domestic terrorist the entire time. We're finally happy that you've seen the light and you're jumping over. They want Marjorie to turn. They want her to basically flip over to the left. They're waiting for that. Waiting for that. And this is why I said earlier in the program why Marjorie Taylor Greene is more dangerous than ever before. I've said this in, I believe it was a panel on TikTok, folks. So hat tip to Rosa over there. Rosa is an awesome content creator on TikTok, guys. If you're looking for a good conservative TikTok live panel, jump over to Rosa's panel. So hat tip to you, Rosa. I said this to Rosa earlier today on our program. They're going to use Marjorie because they're going to want to generate more voting base within Georgia. They knew Georgia was the mantle to the election for the 2024 election. And they know by manipulating Marjorie, all right, taking her MAGA hat off and her base out of her mouth with the MAGA to not only stir the pot, but to brainwash her, right? And indoctrinate her mindset. Well, there's the plan. Let's go through Marjorie first, and then let's go through Pennsylvania, right? Let's bring Fetterman back around, right? Fetterman, you're getting too much on the right. We got to bring you back. Bring you back around, Fetterman. We got to make you crazy again. We got to have them start calling you Uncle Festerman. The Uncle Festerman is losing it. We have to bring you back over. This is what they need to do, folks. Yeah, I'm getting a little hysterical, but doesn't it start to make sense now a little bit? It does. So, you know, she's getting called traitor here. Let's circle back around to Marjorie and why conservatives are screaming traitor louder than ever towards Marjorie. Georgia 14, known as the 14th district, gave her 68% last cycle to repeal Obamacare. Right? They gave her a 68%. 68%. And with all due respect, Jody, yes, I agree with you saying there. The View is scum. I'll give you that. Okay. But is Marjorie Taylor Greene the one that's going to bring the machine down? No. She's going to rebirth the machine. Going to rebirth it. Right? Do you think for 1 second, okay, with all due respect, do you think for 1 second that ABC or any leftist media would bring on any type of high influencer on the right on any given day? Anybody? ABC, CNN? No, they just don't bring on anybody. There's a purpose behind it. There's a purpose. Marjorie Taylor Greene is the circle upon the circle that can change everything in a positive direction for the right, or excuse me, for the left. Okay? So let's go back why conservatives are screaming. I just wanted to answer that to some of the people that are viewing us on TikTok, folks. Okay? They're screaming traitor louder than ever. She primaried RINOs for being weak men. Now she's the one braiding hair with Sonny Hostin, right? So that's causing some controversy. She was, folks. Okay. MAGA influencers, right? The ones she called paid, okay, are posting receipts from 2021. Marjorie Taylor Greene screamed, Trump is the leader. And then fast forward later, some 4 years later, 2025, Marjorie Taylor Greene says both parties failed. 4 years ago, the narrative was different with Marjorie, was it not? Now, why has it changed 4 years later? Why? Please explain to me. Why has it changed 4 years later? She said that in 2021. In 2025, she's saying something entirely different. What has motivated Greene to go to that direction? Is Marjorie Taylor Greene, folks, becoming the new Liz Cheney? And then add 2.0. Is she a Liz Cheney 2.0? I think she is. I think she is becoming the modern Liz Cheney with some of her rhetoric that is spewing out. Be the guest, guys. Be the guest. Guys, before we close out, I do want to give, obviously, a shout out to Bucked Up. So thank you very much, Bucked Up, for choosing us, for sponsoring the show. Appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Guys, we also have a show coming up in New Jersey, okay, called the Stomping Grounds Tour 2026, and it starts in New Jersey this January, okay? We'll be specially co-hosting with my good friend Gen X Robert over there, representing 420 VIPs, so hat tip to 420 VIPs over there in the great state of New Jersey. As well as Gen X Robert. All the information will be available in the coming weeks, but the first stops in New Jersey. We're also going to be making a stop in February in the great state of Tennessee, right there in downtown Nashville. That event and that time will be announced in the coming of weeks, so you're going to want to pay attention to that as well. What else? Also want to say Blackout. That's right. Blackout coffee, guys. If you're looking for a conservative coffee, choose Blackout Coffee. Stay free, stay awake. Choose a company that does not represent wokeism. They can't stand wokeism, right? Here's your bottle of wokeism. I know it's Coca-Cola, folks, okay? There's the wokeism. The bottom shit on the bottom. Throw it away. Don't drink it. Just throw it away. It's garbage. Pick yourself up Blackout Coffee. Choose one of their most patriotic brands, I think, Brutal Awakening. They have so many. There's Brutal Awakening. There's 2A Guns and Gadgets. So many great stuff with Blackout. So hat tip to John over there. Proud patriot, founder of Blackout there in South Florida. Right there in little Fort Pierce, Florida. So thank you very much, John, for what you're doing, buddy. Continue brewing patriotic coffee. And don't forget, guys, to mention that you heard it on the Savage Unfiltered show. And use our promo code, Savage15. We give you 20% off. I know that's kind of cliche, right? Savage15, 20% off. Hey, it's just the promo that we received. So Savage15, SAVAGED15, for really exclusive deals on us. So thank you very much to Blackout Coffee. Appreciate that a lot of you. So why am I getting hysterical about MTG and calling her a turncoat, right? Savage, you're going into conspiracy theories again. Well, folks, these are the 4 images that prove she was never one of us to begin with. Number 1, shall we go down? Number 1, right? Number 1, the backstab, right? When she went from hugging Trump to now shrugging, he yells at everybody. She went from ride or die to that's okay if he doesn't love me. Classic Judas energy. Number 2, okay? And I know, guys, if you're viewing us on video, we've only generated like 4, but I'll go through the entire 8, right? Let's have fun with this a little bit as we kind of close it up. Number 2, the View kiss. MTG grinning on set with Whoopi, right? When you primary a welder from Dalton and end up braiding Joy Bayer's hair. Joy Bayer's hair, right? Number 3, guys, Democratic betrayal. GA14 county map showed, and I just basically went into that briefly if you guys paid attention towards, what was it, about a couple minutes ago, 68% Trump counties and blood red right? Speech bubble from MTG's My People Are Terrified of MAGA Men, right? Number 4, blood-pilled bingo card. Everybody remember that? Going back to Whoopi, right? Hug Whoopi, save Obamacare, bash Trump on Election Day, and tease a 2028 Senate run, center square. Pretend to be MAGA. Number 5, divide and conquer, right? We've seen that. MTG faces morphed half red, half blue, right? Where they're basically saying she didn't flip, she was planted. She was planted, folks. No doubt about that. She is the conservative plant from the Democratic left side. The plant that's like it stays alive no matter what, sunny or rainy day, right? Number 6, the coattail ride. Going back to that, MTG riding Trump's shoulders in 2020 rally, and in 2025, her kicking him off the cliff going into the whole Epstein victims scenario just quite recently, right? Stating in 2021, with going into the classic turncoat template, right? 2021, saying that Trump is the leader, right? 4 years later, we're used to the yelling. The middle, the giant red arrow labeled Turncoat Express. She expressed herself to the left. And lastly, folks, primary her yesterday, right? A blank red poster with MTG's silhouette and crosshairs. And this is what the text says. GA14 deserves a welder, not a wine mom 2026. Literally starts now, folks. So that's basically what you are seeing. And the people on the right are fed up with it. They are exhausted from her words. She's psychotic. Now, and lastly, before we kind of, dismiss our show here, guys. So I appreciate the guys that are coming in. I appreciate you guys. Donald Trump actually did put out a truth post in relevancy to the SNAP benefits, which was kind of announced a little bit when you heard what Joy Behar putting on the constant hysteria. SNAP benefits, which increased by billions and billions of dollars, many fold during crooked Joe Biden's disastrous terms in office due to the fact that they were hazardly handed to anyone for the asking, as opposed to just those in need, which is the purpose of SNAP. Will be giving only when the radical left Democrats open up the government, which they can easily do, and not before. Thank you for your attention to this message. President DJ, or what was it? DJT, Donald John Trump. Oh, I'm getting tired, I tell you. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, what is going on with TikTok, guys? Bear with me. There we go. TikTok trying to end my my live. They do that when it goes down to a certain degree of listeners. They feel that you're trying to scam out the the panel. But it's all right, TikTok. I'm right there. Your algorithms are right there. We're closing up shop soon. But I appreciate Jan 25 coming in. Always a pleasure having you in my my lives. But final thoughts, guys. Do you believe Marjorie Taylor Greene has dipped over to the crazy side? The most dangerous woman in America, I believe. And I'm not just saying it. Even the Democrats have said it time after time, and some conservatives for that matter. Marjorie Taylor Greene believes that the premiums in healthcare will rise under Trump. 4 years ago, she was applauding him. I'm trying to figure out what made her change her mind so drastically. Drastically. She's going crazy, folks. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Remember, guys, this week, as I made an announcement about a couple weeks ago, I'll make another announcement. The only show you're getting this week is our Tuesday show here on today. I will be going out of state to the great state of South Carolina for a private event. Those that do follow me on social, you'll see the videos, circulate. I'm actually going to a private event, and as well as another event. So stay tuned to that. But this week, this Tuesday, guys, is the only show we're doing. We're only doing one show due to my schedules and stuff like that. So join me next Tuesday. I'll be back on the air Tuesday as well as Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. So hope to see you guys. Remember, same show, same host. And who we have it on next week? Tibbs. Sauce. Sauce is supposed to drop by sometime next week. I'm not sure. I think it's Tuesday or Thursday. I gotta look at a schedule again. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And until next time, guys, later.
This has been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.